Welcome back. Now today is Wednesday, and we're taking you to another interesting place in the world for Where's It Wednesday. And in honor of the start of spooky season, we're heading to the hometowns of all the classic monsters throughout October. And this week we're meeting Count Dracula. That's right, Transylvania became synonymous with Count Dracula through a book written by Bram Stoker way back in 1897. Based largely off the history, lore, and legends of Transylvania, Count Dracula was inspired by Vlad Dracula, nicknamed Vlad the Impaler. Now, this gothic figure of Count Dracula is widely known across all ages as the blueprint for every vampire to come after. And according to Romanian tourism, it's easy to feel transported straight into this series. Transylvania has twisting, turning, winding roads that run through miles of dark ancient forest and over mountain passes like the Borgo Pass. And many of the locations mentioned in his books are actually still accessible today. So join me in exploring the birthplace of this widely known figure in spooky lore. Now, if you're feeling daring, you can step into the heart of the history at many locations, either referenced to or inspired by the original works. Our travel starts at the same place in Stoker's novel, in the Romanian town of Bistritsa. Not far from the Borgo Pass, which is where he crosses over into Dracula's castle, this iconic town is known as the first place where Stoker's readers can get the sense that something is off with the Count. Known largely for its history and trade, this well-known preserved town still stands tall today. And most notable of the places standing in Romania is Bran Castle. Now, Stoker's novel has enshrined this castle into history, marking it as the legendary home of Count Dracula. Sitting atop a 200-foot-high cliff, this castle is home to winding stairways, secret passages, and holds pieces of armor and furniture that date all the way back to the 14th and the 19th centuries. And for people visiting, it's just a day's trip for a tour. And if you want a glimpse into what life was like in that old village of Bran below Count Dracula's castle, just under it is the village of Bran, is the Bran Village Museum. Now, this open-air museum preserves the past with picturesque walks through this village and quaint historical houses. Even better, it's free, and it offers a bit of a detour from the spookiness and imposing mystery that comes from a visit to Count Dracula's castle. And if you just need something to calm you down after all of this excitement, just 6 miles away from Bistritsa, there is the Jelna Winery. Now, the Crema Jelna uses both native and international grapes to make red, white, and rosé wines. And if you don't want to stay in the same hotel as the main character of that novel, the Jelna Winery also has a hotel and a restaurant open year-round. Just don't let the die-hard Dracula believers see your red teeth. That might be a little bit of a detour. Well, that wraps it up for another edition of Where's It Wednesday. If you have a monster you'd like us to feature, just send us a message on our socials.